Hello everyone, you are all welcome to lecture number 1328 and today's topic is the harmful effect of excessive consumption of honey, or we can say that in honey sugar is just like hidden bomb. I call it sugar bomb. Because many of us, they have lot of myth, they have lot of misconception about the honey, and also they don't understand the chemical constituents of honey. Many of them, they have impression that honey is just glucose 100%. Some are saying that no, it is not like that. It is something, some supernatural. It has some lot of vital forces and it can heal everything. Lot of misconception is there. So please hear with all gentleness, because I am discussing on the basis of experimentation, on the basis of statistical data, on the basis of analysis, elemental analysis, that is atom by atom, molecule by molecule. What is honey? Honey is a very complex mixture and it contains 98 to 99%, 98 to 99% simple carbohydrates. Very simple. And in rest of the 1 to 2% all other things. And also I want to clear the myth, because it is a dehydrating agent, it is a very good for skin, and it is a condensed form. So many people, they have this impression that it is not having water content, it is purely condensed form of compound. No, it contains 15 to 20% water. It contains 15 to 20% water. And it is the mixture of simple carbohydrate, means there are, simple carbohydrate, I have already told you, disaccharide, that is sucrose, and also glucose and fructose. The other disaccharide here is maltose, and in the case of honey, up to 40% fructose is there. And 30% glucose. Up to 15% sucrose. And rest others are maltose and other disaccharides. That's all. Means 70 plus 80, 85, and rest of the 15% maltose and other disaccharides, like that. So main constituent here, let me make it clear why I mention this, because many people, they are ignorant and they don't have the exact chemical constitution of today's understanding of honey. They relate it to religion, they relate it to spirituality. No, that is not the case. It was thousands of years ago. They are saying it is a supernatural type of condensed substance which has supernatural properties. There is nothing like supernatural. It's all chemical property, physical property. So it is now clear that honey, the maximum quantity in honey is not glucose. Many people they say is a condensed form of glucose. No, it's a mixture. And 98 to 99% is the mixture of simple carbohydrate. Once I say simple carbohydrate, means it contains disaccharide and monosaccharide. Disaccharides are sucrose, maltose, and it is having 10 to 15%, that is your sucrose, and fructose is 35 to 40%. Your glucose is 25 to 30%. Apart from that, there is water, 10 to 20%. Then lot of other phytochemicals are there, like flavonoid. Some recent research papers they have published that it contains quercetin and camphorol, antioxidant. That's why it has medicinal properties. It is rich source of enzyme because it is collected from nectar of the flower. So it has pollen grain, it has pollen contamination also. That's why in many cases, honey is allergic also once it is in natural form. Once it is not processed. But once it is processed, its natural value will be destroyed. And once it is rich in glucose and fructose, especially fructose, it has all the property of, it is harmful to your heart if it is taken in large quantity. In the same way, there will be deposition of fructose in the form of fat, in the form of cholesterol, in the form of LDL, that is low density lipoprotein, that is called bad cholesterol. All products we are getting from honey. Honey is not super. And glucose is also giving the same thing, and it is having the same property. If suppose you are taking in excess, you will be having insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes. And I'm sorry to mention, there are many people, they have this belief. Even in diabetic condition, they are saying, no, it is not harmful. It is equally harmful like any sugar. And it is having some other vitamins also, like vitamin C, vitamin B2, vitamin B6, and also some minerals like copper, iron, magnesium, manganese, zinc. It's all complex. And also it is having some problem once you are taking in excess. That's why I am saying, again I am repeating, honey is sugar bomb. Why I am saying sugar bomb? People, they don't know. Chemically, the chemistry, they don't know. I am going to write the whole chemistry percentage wise, all this, one by one. And rest I have already discussed the negative factors of glucose and fructose molecules, while I discuss the health problem with simple carbohydrate like glucose and fructose. The same problem you will be facing. The only plus point with this honey is that it is in condensed form. So it is having antibacterial, microbial effect. So if you put on wound, it can protect. And also it is having antioxidant property. It is having some mineral and vitamins that can be effective in positive way. It is rich source of enzymes also. That's why it is good for lot of digestive system, but it is in moderation, a small quantity, occasionally, not always just going on putting lot of honey that getting impression or we can say concept that it is very healthy. No, if you are taking in excess honey, it is towards obesity. You will gain the weight because all fructose and glucose finally they are converted into triglyceride, cholesterol, fat. All these problems you will be facing, your liver will become fatty. Your blood will be having more and more LDL, HDL, and fat. So all will be towards your cardiovascular problem. So these are all very, very negative things associated. We should know negative and positive. So if you are taking honey in moderation, sometimes 1 or 2 teaspoons, and 1 teaspoon of honey contains 64 calories. It's a very much condensed form. Very high calorie, 64 calorie per teaspoon. Small 5 ml this honey. So honey is having health benefit, but at the same time, honey is having lot of health issue also. Lot of health issue. So you should not take in excess. It is causing the same harm like any glucose or fructose. So here, handwritten as usual, I have given in the form of summary of whole of the honey chemistry. Their carbohydrate, their mineral, vitamin, and all other factors are given, plus and minus. So here, honey is considered as natural and healthy sweetener, and people have impression that it is not harmful. It's wrong myth. It is harmful. Natural honey is the complex mixture of simple carbohydrates, water, vitamins, minerals, amino acids, and enzymes. Now, I have given here first what are the simple carbohydrates here. So, fructose is having 40%, glucose 30%, sucrose 5%, maltose 5%, and rest of the other sugars. Then water content. Honey contains 15 to 20% water, depending upon the nectar and climate, geographical location. If it is in Maiduguri, for example, Nigeria, it will be very hot. Then number 2, vitamins. It contains vitamin C 1 milligram per 100 gram, B1 0.1 milligram per 100 gram, B2 0.1 milligram per 100 gram, B6 0.1 milligram per 100 gram, calcium 1 to 10 milligram. Calcium is having good content. It can go up to 10 milligram per 100 gram. Copper 0.01 to 1 milligram per 100 gram. Iron 0.1 to 1 milligram. Magnesium 1 to 10 milligram is also very good. It can help your joint and your sleep and good mood. And then Mn, manganese 0.01 to 1 milligram per 100 gram. Potassium is very rich in potassium. K, that is from 10 to 100 milligram per 100 gram. And sodium 1 to 10 milligram per 100 gram. Zinc 0.01 to 1 milligram per 100 gram. And amino acids, there are a lot of amino acids. I did not mention, but I can just mention here that it is 0.1 to 1.0, that is 1% amino acid. The other compounds are very interesting. Flavonoids. After a long time, it is reported that honey contains very good antioxidant, and that antioxidant, very powerful antioxidants, that is called quercetin and camphorol. And I love to mention that in 1978, when I was doing my PhD, I isolated and purified quercetin. Then again, last year, in the University of Maiduguri from Berry, again I isolated quercetin. A structure was established, paper is published. And nowadays, quercetin, epigenin, camphorol, mercetin, They are the most powerful antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and very hot drug in Western countries. Then that is 1%, and phenolic acid 1%, enzyme 1%, and pollen 1%. Then role of fructose in honey, that is 40% fructose is there, and it has big role. Big role means, as usual, I have already discussed a lot. That's why I have given in summary liver damage, because you will get fatty liver. Fructose is not converted into glycogen. It is directly converted into your fat, LDL, that is bad cholesterol, triglyceride, and then insulin resistance. If there is lot of fructose in your blood, it will become insulin resistance, and of course your pancreas will be under stress and strain. And then gut health. Fructose is also changing the bacteria, microorganisms of your gut, and it is towards acidic condition rather than alkaline, and in that case your gut bacteria will not be very healthy. You will be having some stomach disorder if it is taken in excess. And then number 5, role of glucose in honey, that is 30% glucose. First, spike blood sugar. It will increase blood sugar, and once blood sugar is increased, lot of sugar will be there in the blood, and you will be having cardiovascular problem and diabetic condition, and also insulin resistance. Then number 2, weight gain. Once you are regularly taking excess of honey, like a food, combining with any other thing, and you are taking, then you will be having lot of weight gain, you will be having obesity. And then number 3, risk of heart disease. As usual, I have already discussed that once your blood is having lot of fat, LDL, and then triglycerides, your heart will be under pressure, and there will be chance of always formation of blood clotting, and that is means risk of heart attack. And then number 6, interaction with other medication. Those who are having the medication of aspirin 75 mg or 150 mg, means as a thinner, blood thinner, it will interact, and definitely the potency of those medicines will be reduced if you are taking that medicine. Please don't take honey. And number 7, dental health problem. Dental health problem means it is concentrated form of fructose and glucose, very sweet, dense. It will be sticky, and it will stick to your tooth, and definitely in the long run you will get dental problem and tooth decay. Then number 8, that contaminated risk. There is contaminated risk of pollen grain, and these pollen grains sometimes they are carrier of lot of bacteria, and also there is chance of contamination of pesticides also. So scientifically, experimentally, on the basis of data, the myth is clear about honey. All the chemical constituents are discussed here, their plus minus point, their health benefit, and also their health problem, all are discussed, and very clear. You should know that this honey is also having maximum quantity of fructose, not glucose. With this I will stop. Thank you very much for watching the lecture.